Hey there, it's Dr. Tom with EBM Fitness Solutions, and welcome into another Follow Along Friday. We're into December. This is crunch time. If you've been following along, great. Keep up the good work. Follow right through to the end of the year. I will have Follow Along Fridays right up until the last Friday in December. If you haven't started any of these yet, start now. When better than right now? Don't put it off until January. Get a jump start on the new year now. Get working on these things right away. So let's take a look at today's workout. And today is a holiday treat for your cheeks. And by cheeks, I do not mean the ones on your face. So we start off with a single leg box bridge on one side, then a single leg box bridge on the other side. Then you get to hold that bridge position while you do a one arm dumbbell bench press on one side, hold the bridge while you do it on the other side, and then hold the bridge position while you do a pullover with a dumbbell in each hand. So like I said, a treat for your cheeks. By the end of that first round, your butt's gonna be on fire, but in a good way. So basically focus on keeping the tension and the focus on your glutes in that bridge position. One little thing, when you set up the step, you'll see, set it up so it's more perpendicular to your body than kind of going along with your spine. We don't want too much support. We want your head and neck supported, but then we want your glutes and your abs doing the rest of the work. So just make sure you turn it so it's kind of more perpendicular to your body, just enough to give your head and neck some support. And then from there, it's all about the glutes, baby. All right, you know the drill. Quick warm up before we get to the actual work part. So start with the marching with the high knees here, bringing the knee up towards the chest. Again, abs are tight, a little bit of a pinch in the shoulder blades, so we're holding this position throughout the movement. Always good to practice those little things, starting with your warm up, and hopefully you carry that through with all of your exercises and even your daily activities. Not a bad idea. All right, butt kicks, again, heel towards your butt, abs are tight, so we don't get any of the arching through the low back that most people do and have no idea that they're doing it. Again, just feel a little stretch in your thigh, a little bit of muscle contraction, a little bit of work being done in your hamstrings. For some people, they actually have to cramp up because they're so weak just from doing that little bit of a motion there. All right, next, we'll shorten that one up. Let's go right into the T's. So hands out here, arms out to the side. Again, squeeze the shoulder blades. No arching through the low back, so don't force the range of motion. Smooth, comfortable, squeezing the shoulder blades. And then arms by your side, thumbs are forward, and then up and down. Again, keep the abs tight so that we don't get any arching through the low back. Again, we're just trying to get some things moving. Okay, so I've got some dumbbells already set up for my pullovers and for my the box bench, but we're gonna start with the bridge first. So again, a 12-inch box. I have two blue steps here. It's about 12 inches off the ground. The pad will make it a little bit higher. For most people, this is a good setup. If you are very tall, maybe you throw another, like a smaller step, like a 4-inch step. If you're a little shorter, maybe you go with like a 10-inch step total, which for these would be a blue, and then I have a green one. Something like that. You don't want it too high, and if anything, a little bit lower is probably gonna be a little bit easier to manage, to keep good overall. You want to have that tabletop position when we bridge up. Ideally, it's kind of a tabletop. Head's here, body comes out 90 degrees at the knees. That's kind of what we're shooting for throughout this whole process here. So, all right, let's get to it. So, I'm going to start here. So, for the bridging, my head won't really rest on this because I'm going to be moving up and down. Once I get set up for the other things, I will prop my head up on this thing and just kind of hang out there. So, I'm going to start with my left leg. The right leg can be wherever you want it. It's got to be up off the ground. Of course, it cannot stay on the ground. It can be bent, it can be straight, wherever you want it. It's really up to you. So let's get to it. We're going to do 12 reps here, and then we'll switch to the other side. Heel to the ground, squeeze my glute, and up we go. Your butt may or may not touch the ground on each rep. It's okay. Focus on the glute. There's 8 and 10 and 12. Those are sneaky hard. They will get your glutes going if you do them right. They're a lot harder than they look. So switch over here and right into the right side. could support the head and neck if you felt like you needed it for this one. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's 8. 11 and 12. Okay. Now, for doing the dumbbells, what I would do, kind of like the floor press that we did last week, I would set it on one leg. I would use the other hand to kind of get up into the position. Keep the head supported here. So again, abs are tight, my butt is tight, and then I do my press from there. You'll feel the abs and everything working on this left side because the body wants to go to that side. Good, there's 10 and 12. Now at this point, you can switch this over your head if you want to. I don't want to, so I'm gonna come down, reposition here, right hand, left hand for support, and then bridge up. Get supported first, glutes, core, head supported, and then I go to work from here. There's 10 and 12. Bring it down. So get that out of the way. So I've got my 2 weights here. You can keep these together or apart. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to keep them apart. So I'm going to bridge up. I'm going overhead with both of them. So here, you can get supported first, and then keep the abs really tight. And you'll reach a point with the shoulders where they go as far as they're going to go. And that's fine. Don't force it. 2 more. And 12. Whew, there you go. Holiday treat for your cheeks. About 60 seconds rest. Run through it again. Get a few rounds of that. Will definitely wake your glutes up. So give this one a try, and I will see you guys next week.